It's time to talk about all the accessories that we can have as an EDS human, you know. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Runna, your favorite local running community. I'm Juliana, and welcome back, all my bendy friends, for our last installment of the Bendy series, where we are talking about being a runner with EDS and or hypermobility, and we are rounding out the series with the why of it all, which stands for your gear, which pretty much just gives me an excuse to tell you all the things that I have been using that I find are helpful from like an EDS hypermobility runner perspective. Before we dive into all of like the goodies and accessories that I have been using recently, I would love if you would subscribe to the channel, please and thank you. We are getting up there, meaning like I have like over 300 subscribers, which is great, but we could always have more friends. So if you are interested in following any of the content that I'm creating, please go down below and subscribe. Love you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. It's free. It's free. We are talking about the why of Bendy, which again stands for your gear. Again, pretty much just giving me an excuse to tell you all the things that I have been using and plan to use for my running that are informed by my experience as an EDS human with running goals. Yeah, that sentence didn't go exactly as I wanted to, but that's okay. No worries. You're still here, right? Right. We are going to start with things that I feel like are a lot more hyper-specific to EDS, and then we'll work our way through all of the stuff that I have surrounding me on the floor right here. So the first thing I want to start out with is KT tape, because KT tape, this, if you have not used this and you are an EDS human, I don't know what you're doing on this planet, because this essentially is like a bracing system that you can fully customize to yourself. I always buy the KT tape in like, I have it taped so it doesn't come apart, in the long roll. So it's just like one giant roll, you know, so I can cut it to my desired length and just cut it up, and I can use it to like brace my hip and my knee and my ankles if I need it. It's just a really good tool to be able to like put some bracing and some support around those joints and those like ligaments and those tendons that are just a little bit too squirrely for our liking right now. Maybe we're doing some PT to help out with that, but we still need a little bit of support and assistance. This stuff is flexible and supportive. So it's pretty much like the runnable version of a brace if you do it correctly. And I would highly recommend you go to either YouTube and you search like KT tape for my ankle and whatever condition you have going on with your ankle, or like KT tape hypermobile ankle, or go to the KT tape website, because they have a plethora of videos there. And you can, I don't usually buy the KT tape brand. I don't know what brand this is, to be 100% honest. I just buy whatever's the cheapest on Amazon and call it a day. Don't feel like you have to buy the KT tape brand either. Usually KT tape is the only brand that's like sold in stores, but if you have an Amazon account, you can get it cheaper. So KT tape, the first one. Second one is going to be this little bad boy right here, this little roly-poly ball. And you'll say, Juliana, what am I going to be doing this roly-poly ball? Everything. This thing is like $6 on Amazon. Again, like Juliana has an Amazon Prime subscription. And this thing is great for like muscle release, muscle massage, because one of the things that happens when you're an EDS runner is you have very loose ligaments and tendons, which means that the muscles surrounding them can get really tight because they are compensating for the fact that like the tendons and the ligaments aren't doing their job properly. They're not holding things together properly. So the muscles will get tight. This thing is great. I bring this with me when I travel. I use this every morning and every night. Literally, it's $6 on Amazon. It is the Rubz brand. So there's the brand right there. This little doodad is great. I use this to release my SI joints. I use this to massage my knees. I use this to massage my shoulders, my back. I've been using it on my hands. Like, it's a real nice time. Literally $6 on Amazon. You can take this with you on vacation. You can put this in your purse when you're traveling. Sometimes I'll even go to like theater shows and I'll put this under my SI joint and like just release it while I'm sitting in the theater. No one has to know. It fits in your bag. It's great. $5-6 on Amazon. Love this thing. Let's get into some like things that we're going to use while we are running. I think for me, while I'm running, there's a couple of things that I have to take into consideration that we're going to talk about with gear. First off, we're going to talk about shoes. Like if you've been here long enough, we're not going to beat the dead horse, but like find shoes that fit you properly and work with your body mechanics. And your body mechanics are different than everyone else's body mechanics. And as someone who's a runner with EDS or hypermobility, you should know this, that you are a very unique individual. You got to go to a running shoe store and get yourself fitted for shoes, okay? Do not just go buy Hokas. If you buy Hokas without trying anything else on, I will come and murder you, okay? Don't do it. Just because Bertha down the street said that you should buy Hokas, don't do it. Hokas could be for you, but you don't know that. You and Bertha have different bodies, okay? Okay, thank you for doing that for me. Go to a running shoe store and get fitted for shoes that fit you properly. Get your proper shoe size. And if you're like me, get your European shoe size because that's going to be more accurate across brands. Find out if you have like a wide foot, a narrow foot. Look at your arches. Do you have collapsed arches? Do you need an arch support? I don't wear arch supports in my running shoes, but I wear because I run on my toes and I don't use the back of my shoe. But in my walking shoes, you better bet your butt I'm wearing an arch support because I have the classic like collapsed arches of an EDS foot. And this is extremely helpful for preventing foot pain when I'm walking. Get fitted for a shoe. See if you need arch supports. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. You have to go and try shoes on. You have to get fitted for arch supports. Your body is different than mine. Okay? Great. Thank you. This is not a shoe recommendation video. That being said, also, when you are not running, wearing proper shoes. I have my Birkenstocks right here. I have my walking shoes right here. Wearing shoes with proper support for recovery and also day to day. Making sure you have shoes that fit your feet properly. Do not wear a highly tight shoe. Do not wear a shoe that's pinching your feet. Do not wear a shoe that doesn't have the proper support. If you're someone like me, again, when you're walking, you need the insoles in there. Get a pair of Birkenstocks. Get a pair of shoes that like has that arch support built into it. So that way you don't have to worry about your arches collapsing or any other issues like that. So shoes for when you are not running are just as important as shoes when you are running. And again, go to a running shoe store and get fitted. Also, like generally speaking, most people can wear Birkenstocks, but you know, hey, I don't know your life, but I do love my Birkenstocks. My friend Sierra gave me these and they're so nice. Things that we're using like while we are running. Let's just give a shout out to the elephant in the room, which is these bad boys right here. So these are my Ombraz sunglasses. And these sunglasses, let's just scoot in here, shall we, are armless. So they don't have arms and they are just like on a little cord right here that like adjusts in the back. And I found these to be extremely helpful. They are also low light glasses. So if you're someone who your eyes are a little bit sensitive to the sun, but you don't necessarily want to wear like full sunglasses and have everything really dark around you, I've really been loving these like yellow low light glasses. And honestly, the Ombraz have been like so nice because they don't have the regular arms on the side. And so they're not digging into the side of your head. If you're someone who, like me, who has very sensitive skin and like your skin kind of like corrodes and like ulcers and like gets like irritated really easily, these are absolute peak. I definitely have been loving these so much and they're like pretty much indestructible. Ben has a pair now and we both have just been absolutely loving these. And from an EDS perspective, light sensitivity, very nice, not digging into the side of your head, not causing any like skin irritation, very nice. And also if you're someone like me who has ADHD, hard to lose because you can just do that and you're like pretty much good to go. My Ombraz sunglasses, we give a 10 out of 10. So other things that I've been using when running, talking about skin sensitivity, merino wool. This is my merino wool like turtleneck that I have from Ella Bean. This thing is absolute peak. 1, because it breathes really well. 2, it wicks moisture extremely well. And 3, keeps me from chafing when I'm wearing my running vest. So if you have sensitive skin, people who have Ehlers-Danlos and hypermobility generally have what's like papery skin. this could be your new best friend. This keeps me from chafing so much. And like, I have to be really careful with like what I'm wearing on my body and things like that. So being able to wear just this and not have to like lube up my entire body and feel like a slippery fish essentially is very nice. It breathes, it wicks the moisture away and prevents me from chafing like on my neck and on my shoulders and on my back when I'm wearing my running vest. So highly recommend this for wearing as like a base layer to prevent chafing and protect your sensitive skin. On the topic of running vests, finding a vest or a way to carry things that works for you. I know for me, if I carry something in my hand, which for shorter runs is my preference, for too long, my wrist starts to dislocate, and my hand starts to fall asleep. And if I put something around my waist, like that causes a lot of chafing for me, even when I am wearing like protective shorts. Wearing a vest for me, I think has been a game changer. Being able to carry things on my chest and being able to have my hands free, it's just very nice. And also it allows you to carry the essentials that you need. So you can carry water, electrolytes, fuel. You can carry like extra toilet paper if you're me, butt cream if you're me. All these like little extra things that you're like, oh, Juliana, I need to, or if you need to take some of your medications with you when you're running, you can stash whatever you want. This is a smaller vest. This is my summer vest from Osprey. This is the Duraleader 1.5 vest. I got this on Poshmark for like $40, you know. Juliana is a thrifty gal. I think originally the retail is like $160 or something, but I didn't pay that. Check on used websites for gear, you know. But like being able to carry everything that you need with you, I think is extremely helpful. And again, finding a way that doesn't like affect your joints. Funny. Also, I feel like when I'm wearing a vest, it actually keeps my shoulders in a better position because they're forced to be a little bit more like, whoop, like upright. So I've actually found wearing a vest is good for my posture. Comment down below if you're an EDS/hypermobility person and you found what your feelings are about like vests and posture. But I think it actually improves my posture because it kind of is one of those braces that keeps your shoulders in a certain spot. So kind of multifunctional, you know? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Okay, 2 more things. One of them I'm excited to use because I haven't tried it yet. And I should have used it today, but I got to figure out how to get ice accessible on my runs. But I recently purchased an ice bandana, which is a bandana that has a pocket where you can put ice in here. And then you essentially roll the bad boy up and with the ice inside of it. And then you're going to whoop and tie it off right here. And this is great too. If you are someone, especially if you're someone who has like EDS and POTS too, this could be something you use in like everyday life too. Or like when you're going on a walk or you're going to the beach, like being able to cool yourself down in a way that like is actually like cooling. I feel like is really nice. I'm going to be using this for the Ocean State 12-hour ultra that I'm doing. But being able to like regulate your body temperature, especially if you are someone who is temperature sensitive like I am, is really nice. And I'm excited to start using this. And let me know below if you think that this is a cool thing. I got this off Etsy from T's Cool Downs, which is just a small creator on Etsy. You could easily make one of these yourself. It's just a hand towel sewed to a bandana. It's nothing crazy bananas. I just don't sew. And like, that's just kind of the long and the short of it, you know, but it is something that you could either purchase. This was like $17. It wasn't a big purchase. I'll put the link down below if you are interested in purchasing from the small business. I don't have any like discount codes or anything. I'm not affiliated with them. Just, it goes to support the T is like their kid, I guess, who has a chronic illness. So maybe you'll identify, who knows, but you can purchase one of these. Last thing that I'm going to start using and hopefully getting another pair of these that are a little bit lighter is my poles. So my trekking poles, after Flat Rock, there were 2 things that kind of came of that was that like I should probably start using poles and I should probably get some low light glasses. And here we are. We have low light glasses right here and we have poles. And these ones are like $25 poles from Amazon. Coverture, I guess is the brand. I don't know. I liked the blue color. And they're collapsible, and so you can just whoop. There you go. And they were literally $25. So they're not like a super expensive pole. They're not like the highest quality pole, but they're not a bad pole either. I'm probably going to use them tomorrow. I'm going to go trekking around Long Pond, I think, tomorrow. with Uncle Paul, possibly. I'm going to see if I can force him to do that with me. He's really into walking right now. He's been walking like 8 to 10 miles a day, that man. So pole time. But for stability and also for just like not falling, you know, and yeah, stability, I guess, is the main thing. Having poles could be really, really beneficial. And again, you don't have to spend a ton of money on these. You can, if you'd like, spend like $250 on a pair of Lakey poles or Black Diamond poles. But if you're like me and you're on a budget, you can just spend like $25 on Amazon and get like a decently good pair of poles that, again, like they both fold up and whoop, whoop. And you can just take them with you. Throw them under your shoulder, call it a day. Easy enough to put them back together. Whoop, 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 whoop. You just have, and these ones are adjustable too. So you can adjust the height that you want. I have them just set to my height. And there you go. Easy enough. Okay, my friends. So that is all the gear that I have been loving recently that is like specific to EDS and hypermobility challenges when it comes to running. If you have any gear that you have been using that you have really been enjoying, please comment down below and let us know what that gear is and how it's been helping you out as an EDS/hypermobile runner. And that is the end of our Bendy series. So if you have watched all of the series, 1, thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. 2, comment below if it helped you out at all. If you have any like new ideas, feelings, thoughts, emotions, whatever it is, comment them down below. Hopefully you find this helpful. Hopefully someone out there finds this helpful. If there's one person out there who listened or watched all of these episodes of the Bendy series and found it helpful, I've done my job. I am just trying to create a resource of things that I wish I had had like over a year ago when I started my hypermobility/EDS journey. And hopefully there's someone out there who sees this and then can kind of expedite the process that I went through and doesn't have to deal with quite as much of the like chaos and shit and shenanigans that I went through. I love being able to help people out. I love being able to be the person who's like, yes, I have that resource for you. Let me get it for you. And that's exactly why I made this series. So if you found this helpful, thank you for being here, and comment down below and let me know what you found helpful or any other questions or concerns. If you want any other videos, you let me know. And I will see all of you guys next time on the next episode of Runna. Right. And just like stay out there, have a nice time, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Thank you for listening to this episode of Runna. This podcast is edited, hosted, and produced by me, Juliana Coughlin. Brought to you in part by the Falmouth Running Club and the Falmouth Community TV station. If you'd like to connect with us, you can find us on Instagram and on TikTok at runnahpod, and you can send us an email at runnahpod@gmail.com. And our original theme music was brought to you by the one and the only wonderful Jeffrey Hutton. And keep up the great work. I'm proud of you.